friends, welcome back to your favorite channel, Trading Technicals. So today's session or today's video is not on a basis because I generally don't do these videos of profits and other things. Okay, but today I thought let me share you something which you know which could be a learning session or learning thing for you, where yesterday the mistake, the basically the Thursday trade, okay, Thursday and Friday, which was carried forward, okay, the mistake which I did, and which resulted in the highest loss for the year. So for the year, I'm saying this year, 2021, okay, and the total loss size was around 42,378. Uh, the logic, okay, the logic which went with the kind of trade and what happened emotionally, specifically when I was trading and when I was holding that particular thing. Okay, so we all know Thursday was a pretty eventful day, and we saw some kind of profit booking which started off on Thursday second half after 2 o'clock or so. Multiple reasons has been kind of given, maybe the Serum Institute issue, or maybe some Iran bombing and all that things. None of them actually were confirmed, except the Serum Institute. But Serum Institute cannot trigger such a sell-off. One reason of the sell-off was actually on a bank Nifty. If you look at it, was RBL results and the kind of NPS which they have declared. And I think the pressure on the banking sector is everybody's knowing, though the things are working out well. The big banks are kind of showing good profits. However, as per the Supreme Court verdict, they cannot show the NPS, but RBL Bank, what they have gone through, and they have disclosed, in case if they would have they had to show that NPS, it would have been around 7%. So which was really really bad. Okay, and frankly speaking, I'm completely away from all these news channels and all those things. I completely concentrate on watch out for those events and the charts, and I follow generally the open interest, which is what is my forte, or which is what is my kind of uh, thing which I work on. Okay. So what has happened is basically, I was in a trade which certain other futures which I was trading at this point. Okay, and I think Tata Consumer, which I had given it on the Telegram channel also, I had kind of lost 3 points there because it was a contract trade which I had taken, considering the volume built up which was there. However, it did not work out well, and somewhere around 4,000 rupees, which I lost it there. Okay, so that was a trade till that particular point. Okay, and what I trade generally is majorly on a Nifty. Okay, Bank Nifty, I've stopped completely because there are lots of IPSOS which are happening on the Bank Nifty front. Okay, but Nifty is something which I trade, and I trade with a decent amount of quantities on the Nifty. Now, the biggest challenge here, I just wanted to kind of explain you, and I wanted to kind of tell you what exactly has happened. So the biggest thing which I did was, I took a trade, okay, basis on certain other the open interest and certain other things which I saw on the Nifty. Okay, so let me show you the Nifty chart on Thursday. Okay, so what exactly has happened and what was my anticipation. Okay, so if you would have seen, Nifty had fallen from almost 14,750, and which came down almost till this point. Okay, so on the end of the day, I had picked up so this particular point, this was around 570, 580, and I had taken at the money, or you can call it as an out of the money actually, at that particular point, which is what I had taken to consider, because there was a bounce, there was a support. So this contract trade I had taken at this particular point, and when I took the trade, okay, in the last few minutes, I think the option had gone up. right? So market had bounced back and it had given a closing around 631. Now there are two things which I was looking at. Number one, I wanted to hold this option considering the bounce back which would happen, and I expected this was more of a expiry move, because around 600, 650, 700, 800, all these levels the call writers were very aggressive. Okay, and generally on the expiries this happens, and then next day the trend changes, or the thing changes. Now in this case what has happened is basically I took a trade around this point, okay, on basis on expecting a bounce and other things, okay, and I was in a decent position, and so the trade went well till this point, okay, and you can call it as a greed or whatever it is. Uh, I expected the market to bounce back and continue this rally. Okay, this is what my anticipation was, and looking at the support and the way that that has bounced in last 10-15 minutes, I continued with this trade. Okay, so I decided to carry forward this trade. Now when we carry forward certain trades, okay, there is always a risk, right? The next day opening, what it is going to happen, okay, and in this case, what has happened is Nifty has the closing around this point was shown as 14,631, right? However, the average closing which came in, because the last half an hour average is considered when Nifty gets closed, okay, or the closing price will be considered as that, okay. Now in this scenario, what has happened, because that half an hour, 45 minutes, the trade which has happened, the average trade was showing somewhere around 590 in between, like this and this, okay. So in between that, the closing is shown. Now, the biggest challenge here is because of this last, few minutes volatility, because it has fallen, then it has bounced, all that things which has happened in the last few minutes. What has happened is the closing had come down by almost 40 points. Okay. Now, the challenge here, right? So when I bought that option, which was almost coming as an at the money or in the money also, because it is close around 641, 640 level. So at that point, it was almost in the money, it was coming, and I expected, okay, so it will bounce back and decent, position sizing which was there. However, what has happened is next day, because market there was not much of strength, okay, and market opened at a gap down further, okay. So it was not a gap down as such, but it was more of a that close, whatever 590 ka close, that level only market opened, okay. Now at this point I had seen some position here, okay, and I expected market to go up above this particular level, okay, because this is a decent support, okay. So 10 to 15 minutes I waited, right, and this particular place, when I saw this hammer forming in 5-minute chart, I continued with this trade, right. And if you know very well, generally on a Fridays options lose the premium, okay. The IV crush happens, lots of other things happens. So my option, though the Nifty is showing currently at this point only, however my option had already lost around so it had closed around 137 at the point which I had taken, and the point it was closed around this day, and the next day what has happened is it has opened at 122, and as soon as it opens it, the premium gets adjusted, okay, further, because the market is going down. Now the premium has come down to 97, okay. So the 40 points is already gone, right. Now when the 40 points is gone, okay, I expected this one will turn out and it will go up. Now the premium, if you look at it at this point, if you look at the premiums, because just because and this is a learning, friends, it is learning for all of you guys who are trading on this, okay. So now look at this, now look at the difference between the Nifty and the options, okay, because the call rating was heavy here. What was happening is, though Nifty was bouncing back at this point, your option was falling, right, and it has fallen to almost like 80, 86 levels, okay. Now the problem starts. Okay, I expected this one to go, so almost 60 points is gone in this particular thing. Okay, and then so my loss around at this point was around 40 points. Okay, and then I expected this to further bounce back. It gave little bounce also, but compared to Nifty, this option did not run. Okay, and this run actually got stopped at around 112. Okay, I did not expect this particular thing, and once I realized that my option is actually not moving with my direction, I had to close my trade. So I waited till almost this point. Okay, when this big candle came in, I had to book my loss. Okay, now certain rules which I broke in this particular point. Number one is I generally do not carry any position. Okay, number two, the trend was negative. Okay, so if you look at it, the trend line here, the trend was negative. I have forgotten one thing, that average closing price will always eat up my premium. Okay, next thing, next day is a Friday. So Friday is always known to be a premium eating day or whatever it is, and it is gonna end at this particular point. One more thing, for me to go along at this particular point. Okay, so this is my setup, a simple setup. So the price should have been above this particular level, right, around the VWAP and other things. Okay, however, the price has not closed above the VWAP. Now in that case, I actually made a complete mess of this particular situation. Okay, I should have exited because I was in a decent profit. Whatever I expected at the support, it moved up. I should have booked my position. I would have exited at a decent loss, a decent profit at that point. However, I waited and look at the premium. So when the call writer gets aggressive, okay, this is what happens. So this is what we need to learn from the options trading. If you look at this this place, you would realize that the kind of the option which has lost the premium at this particular point versus the price which was there in Nifty. See, Nifty is flat, and what has happened to the option? Option has lost its value. So this is the point, this is the thing which will give us the early indications that what is happening, that whether my premium, because the premium is already, the writers are already aggressive at this point, my Nifty and my call price is always gonna work in a, the spot price and the option price will always work in a contra way. Okay, so in a opposite way. So that is what we need to learn. Okay, now this is the mistake. Okay, the good thing about this trade, that I had booked my trade around this point, because it had moved below the VWAP and all those things. Okay, it has not kind of sustained above this level, though I could have ended up into a decent profit. However, I waited for this particular level to break, and then I exited, so which costed me around like 45 points or so, and could have been, which could have been a profit at this point, which is ended up into a loss, which is the starting of the first month of the year. Okay, but important learning in this loss also. Okay, now generally I follow the trends, okay, and the trend lines. Now in this case, the trend line was clearly telling me that there was no buy, right, and I went for a buy. So this was against my rule. Okay, this was the smartness which I did here. However, it became over smartness or overconfidence which killed this particular level. Okay, and this particular profit, and the trade ended up into a negative. Now the second thing, if it is open negative, I should have booked it at this particular price. Probably I would have got a decent money at this point, but I still waited, expecting the bounce back to happen, and then I exited at this point. Okay, but other side of it, if you look at it, if I would have continued with this option, imagine what would have been the price. Okay, so I saved some money by exiting at a stipulated risk point. I didn't want to carry this particular thing further, though it would have bounced exactly at the same level if it is a, look at it as a double bottom kind of thing or whatever it is. However, this has gone beyond my limit of losses, hence I had exited at this point. If I wouldn't have exited, imagine the kind of losses I would have incurred further, right? So this is what we need to learn from our mistakes. We will make losses, each one of us, we will make losses. Okay, nobody is expert. The biggest challenge is everybody thinks, the person who is giving some kind of advices and all those things, and he is the expert and he will make big money. It's not like that. We also make losses. However, cutting down the loss is something which is very, very critical. Okay, it was the highest loss for the year as of now. But the biggest thing is the learning. Okay, so I made a mistake. I took that risk at that particular point, which was not as per my setup, and I paid the price for it. So this is the learning, friends. Hope you understand from this mistake. Remember these certain rules which I told you. Thursday evening, if you are buying some options, Friday is always, if at all the thing goes against you, or market is against the sentiment against you, it is always going to lose the premium. So option carrying on the next day is always a risk. Options, when I say I'm buying options, I always try to close my trade max to max 15-20 minutes, max to max 1 hour. Okay, if at all it is going in my favor. Okay, if I would have been a seller, option seller, probably I can carry my thing, because time value decay, that particular thing is always with me. Okay, so that's the advantage what I have. So this is the learning, guys. I don't know how I can add up to that particular thing, because loss making is some the emotions and all those things which we talk about. Certain times we have to follow the straightforward rule and expect always do what is right, rather than cutting down that losses would have been was important for me, rather than carrying forward and getting into a bigger trouble, right? So that is what I did yesterday. I accept I did a mistake on certain data points and certain rules which I had, and that kind of resulted into loss. But that's fine. I think somewhere we have to learn these basics, and always have the basic setup. And if at all you are an option buyer, and I will tell you something, something which was good to learn. Okay, now look at this particular thing. Okay, now your Nifty was falling. Okay, Nifty was falling, one trend which was continuing. Okay, now if at all you put any strategy or anything on this particular thing, now you just see one thing. Okay, even if you would have been in 14,600 put, which is in the money, deep in the money put, right? Look at the movement which you are getting. Okay, it is up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so if you're carrying some position, definitely when you see this kind of red candle, you are going to exit. Then again it will go up, again this place it will exit. Okay, so look at the movement, option versus your spot price. Okay, and look at the spot price. Spot price is always giving you a clear sign, but with the same thing, you will not be able to see the similar kind of easy moving thing. And generally most of the people play in out of the money. So if you look at it, the 400 PE, probably I can show you. Look at this. Now, when you're getting this kind of spikes, where will you exit? You don't even know when to exit and when to. Most of the times, if you would have bought it thinking that it is already an uptrend and you bought it at this point, it would have fallen. Okay, so from 130 to it has fallen to 93, and then again it goes up. So this is how the trapping happens in the options. Okay, so the whatever movement is happening, that value of time and all those things will always be an important part. So when you're buying options, please be careful with these things. Okay, it has to be a scalping kind of thing which you can use it for options, or else a simple advice, go for the cash basic trade. Okay, if you want to make regular money, you don't play with the options till the time you are very, very sure or your setup is perfectly fine. Okay, if you're option seller, all fine. I think just with the trend you have to go, and it will give you enough and more. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, like this video, share your comments always, and keep discussing. We will keep learning together. Thank you, guys.